Hi, I'm Vanchika from White Falcon Publishing, and today I am in conversation with Dr. Sachin Sharma to discuss his book. Before I begin with the interview, I would like to introduce his book, The Aware Being Code, to you all. The Aware Being Code, A Journey from Survival to Soul, from Lust to Liberation, is a transformational self help and spiritual awakening book that blends Vedic wisdom, yogic science, and modern psychology. It offers a soul map for those seeking clarity, purpose, and inner peace. Through five phases: clarity, alignment, purpose, flow, legacy, the book guides you to uncover your Dharma, life purpose, release self doubt, and heal childhood wounds that keeps you restless. With practical tools for breath, body emotions, and relationships, you learn to dissolve scarcity, attract abundance, and live with integrity and wholeness. More than a guide, this book is a return map reminding high achievers, seekers, and spiritual professionals that awakening is not a distant goal, but a natural return already stirring within. I welcome you, sir, to the interview.
Thank you.
Before I begin with the questions, I would want to ask one of my favorite questions I ask to every author. How do you feel being a published author now?
That is that is really great question to begin with. Before that, I would like to thank you, Vansika, to you and to the complete White Falcon team for bringing this book to life. Okay. Uh, See, I'm so excited. This is my first book. Before this, I just tried with one mindfulness book, which is very small. But now, giving this complete knowledge, whatever I could gather in last 7 years, uh, and with all my experiences, I compiled this book in different tool whatever I have used in my life. That same tool is available here, and how I transform my life, I hope it will be transforming others as well. So I'm really excited that I'm able to give something to the world as well, when world is given too much to me.
Absolutely, sir. Wonderful of an answer to why a person like you chose to be an author and how you made the goals and all the themes align with what you wrote about. And my first question to you is that your book is structured around five phases, as the blurb mentions: clarity, alignment, purpose, flow, and legacy. Could you walk us through how you arrived at this framework and why these five as a part of the framework specifically?
What happens, Pansika, when I was going through the struggle in my corporate life, there was several questions in my mind, and answers were scattered here and there. There are several people answering all the questions available. Okay, but compiling them and bringing into my own awareness and using them was getting difficult for me. And as I told you, it took 7 years. So around 20 years of life in corporate world, and then those struggle days where somewhere we achieve success, somewhere we could not achieve success, somewhere whatever desires are made, but somewhere those desires are not made, that kind of situation. So first thought came, how I shall be giving few things which is already available, and some things which I can generate for users. Um, so I discussed few things with my friends and other colleagues in office, and then come to know that everyone is facing some problem. So when you ask, how are you? They will say, I'm feeling good. Okay. But after that, their next question begins, oh, so much traffic. Oh, that boss is like this. This work is too much. I have so much stress. Wife is like this. My parents are asking this. My kids are asking this. My friends are like this. Oh, that guy has done this much. Uh, If you are happy, then why all these blah 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 things are there? Okay. To address this, what is required? So in my 7 years, I found this 5 steps which I could say this is really meaningful to get transformed. So, first step is clarity. Unless and until you have clarity in your life, your current self, who are you? We need to understand it first. Unless and until it is clear that I am a rose or a marigold or a cauliflower or a diamond or just a simple glass or just a piece of paper, or what kind of person I am, what kind of object I am. If I have that clarity, then accordingly I can do the things. So suppose I am just a cauliflower. So I cannot be used somewhere in temples. I will be used as a vegetable in kitchen. So I know my perfect place. So this is how clarity plays the role in our transformation journey. Then next thing comes the alignment. So there are three different things. One is mind, which gives us thought, and then emotion. So as soon as a thought comes, you have emotions, and then you will be acting on something. So your thought, emotion, and action. These three things are there. If these three things are not well aligned, so your mind will be saying you want to go to Goa. Your action is just driving towards office, and feeling is very bad. How about it? So you first need to align what your mind is asking to you to do. So what thought is there? Is it necessary or not? And accordingly, you will be having emotions, and then you will be acting on something. So another example take, I am a good singer. I want to sing, but I am developing software in office. Whole day, what I am singing, just a timetable that on this date I will release this, on this date I will be releasing this. That's it. Then I will be feeling bad. Just for money. But money is different thing. It comes automatically when we are ready for it. But we will talk later about manifestation sometime. Okay. Then comes purpose. So as soon as these three things, thought, emotion, action are aligned, then purpose automatically visible to you. It is not like you need to do something to identify your purpose. Once you have purpose in life, then you follow. Okay, I am singing in a way that people listen and get rid of their emotion, or get rid of their stress. Like what kind of satisfaction Lata Mangeshkar is getting? What kind of satisfaction Sachin Tendulkar is getting after his great century? That kind of satisfaction you will also get because you are fulfilling others life desires as well. Okay, then comes the flow. As soon as you have the purpose in front of you, you just flow. Nothing is required. You do not do any effort in your life. No effort is required. Do you think Elon Musk need some effort to do his work? He is just a billionaire. Tomorrow, 100 billion, again it will come. Do you think Sachin Tendulkar requires any effort to play the game? He is just playing his game. As soon as we have the purpose, we just flow like a river. Then here we learn how to flow effortlessly without crossing our boundaries. Then the last step where what kind of legacy we would like to leave behind. So like I wanted to write the book in 2020. I asked one astrologer, I want to do this, but I'm not able to do. He said, before 2025, you cannot do. In 2025, you will be doing this. Astrologer knows I will be writing this, which I just started in July, this July 2025. How he knows that? What kind of role astrology plays, what kind of role Vastu plays, and there are several other tools as well. Then I will be, now I have given everything to in this book to the world so that When I will not be there, maybe tomorrow, then this book is there. I have left my legacy, like Lata Mangeshkar has left, like Ratan Tata has left.
Absolutely. I now understand the framework and why you chose to build this up. And there comes my next question. You mentioned some practical tools for breathing, body, emotions, and relationships. Could you share with us a specific exercise or tool that has transformed you personally and how it matters, how it has mattered all these while?
Nice question. See, all the tools used over here, like say the inner child healing or maybe word system, which is not available anywhere, I think. Okay. Even Vastu and astrology, everyone is using, but not in the way as I have described. Uh, Breathing practices, especially, is too close to me because it is freely available to you. And there is a great book called Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. In every chapter, I have used that reference. So the so three or four exercises I have almost given in all chapter related to Vigyan Bhairav Tantra exercises. Those are really very small practices. So the problem is, as soon as you will say something, I will react on it. That is the biggest problem. The goal is, if you say something, I will respond to you. And how? So you might have heard that you need to pause for an hour or something, or maybe after one day you give reply. You might have heard several stories like that. So what this awareness pause says, just have one aware breath before answering something. So suppose you ask me something, I will take a deep breath where I know where the air is going, how the air is coming out, and after that I am responding. So this one single aware breath gives me that gap between my thought and my action. And in that simple gap, I am disconnected with previous emotion. Then I will not be reacting. I will be responding. And this helped me a lot. Earlier, it was like I was just jumping into the conversations, I was just jumping into the action. But now I give a pause just for a single breath.
It all makes sense. Again, my next question to you is that you do believe that childhood healing is a very central thing to spiritual awakening and inner peace. Why do you think that way?
So, to understand this, we need to understand how consciousness works. Okay. Suppose right now I'm talking to you. I made some mistake. Okay. My awareness will be over there, the moment which is already passed for next 5 days. Correct? I am stuck. I will be replaying. I could have said this sentence in that particular way to Vansika. So, like that, what happened? Since childhood, there are several events happen. Some were good, some were bad. Okay. And there we just started giving a part of awareness. When a event is that bigger, suppose I burn my hand with a hot milk, that lifelong I will not be drinking milk. Who is deciding? That 4-year-old child. So Sachin Sharma, as 46-year-old adult, is not able to drink milk because of 4-year-old child. So we have scattered part of our awareness into multiple places and created like that several inner childs. Unless and until we collect back our consciousness from all those childrens we have inside, which is holding our adult back, we will not be able to move ahead freely. So how you will flow? So I was having fear of dark places. I was not able to stay in room alone just because when I was 1.5 year old, at that time, something bad happened to me in darkness. Unless and until I went to hypnotherapy, I was not able to solve this problem because I don't know what happened at the time. But after healing that inner child, I am able to go into dark anytime now. There is no problem. Now I can behave like an adult.
And I think this has been said by a lot of psychologists and psychiatrists that we hear over the internet, perhaps, that your childhood affects your
Yeah,
personality, and
yeah.
definitely it does. And in your view, what is the difference between awakening as a goal and awakening as a return? And how do you think that all of these awakening, when we consider it as a goal, shifts the shift how the daily life is influenced by external elements?
Take an example. You are right now an interviewer, correct? So before the interviewer, you were Vansika. Your goal was to take interview of Sachin Sharma. Okay. So when you wanted to become interviewer, you were to do something and effort was required. So every day we try to do something, we try to achieve something, we try to achieve our goals, we require efforts. But to become Vansika, is it required effort? So you go to office, while coming back, when you are at home, you are in your own body, means complete awareness inside you only. Is it require any effort? This is return. So when your awareness is a goal, you are going outside. You are looking for some milestones. You are looking for some kind of speed. Some measurement tools are required. How much I have achieved. Is it not like you have some meter with which you can achieve 100% awareness is there? You are already aware being. You need not to go out somewhere. You are. Um, Nirvan Satkam, you might have heard about this. And in that Satkam, line is there, we say, Chidananda Swarup Sivoham Sivoham. Chidananda Rupaha Sivoham Sivoham. That means I am that conscious, blissful soul that is called Siva, that I am itself. Do I need to go to find Siva somewhere? No, I am. So I need not to go something. So it is not your goal. It is just to return back to yourself, your true self. That's it.
Um, while this conversation sounds very interesting, we do need to wrap up, perhaps because this is life and it carries on
Correct.
beyond all hardships and easier ships, while there is no
Yeah.
such word. So my final question to you is, what would you like a reader to feel or know after having finished reading your book?
As I told you, if there is a goal to finish the book, this is not good. Okay. What I want users to read this book, be aware while reading. Dissolve completely inside it into each pages. And when they close this book, I want them to sit quietly for a few seconds, not to think, but to feel that something inside them has remembered itself, to feel lighter, clearer, and more centered. So when you close this book, give few minutes with yourself and be aware of whatever you were reading, how What are the things in your own life was happening, how it was happening, and what you have done at that time. Now, how you can address this kind of situations, you will be aware of your own being. Then, finishing this book is not required. As soon as you became aware, my purpose is solved. And this is what the purpose I have.
Makes sense. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us your precious time to conduct this interview. And it was a wonderful conversation with you. To everyone watching this, I just have a little request, which is to go and buy yourself a copy of the Aware Being Code by Dr. Sachin Sharma. It's available on Amazon, Flipkart, and WFP store. Uh, Give the book a chance and give a chance to yourself through this book. Thank you so much, Sachin sir. I am very glad to.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.